All right, everyone. I'm excited about this one because I have wanted to check out one of these Heretic Knives Medusas since they came out. I think they came out in February of 2025, I think. And as always, I am behind the game because everybody's probably already seen these, already knows what they are, and all that good stuff. But that's okay. This is the Medusa Auto Recurve in turquoise with the cell shading finish. Toss the box to the side because nobody cares about the box. We care about this weird, this cartoon looking, fake looking, comic book-esque knife. Like when I first saw it, pictures of it online, like before they were really released and stuff, I was like, there's just no way. This is fake. This is one of those hand painted 3D type drawings straight out of a comic book or something like that, right? And the more I play with it, the more I handle it here at home, the more trippy it gets, to be honest. It's just trippy. I guess that's the only way that I can describe it. The turquoise is not my preferred color. Green, they have it in turquoise, green, yellow, orange, maybe red. Maybe it's just the orange in different hues of orange, if you will. I'm not sure. The green would be my preferred, I think. But the orange is really cool as well. So anyway, my good friend Guri sent this to me, I don't know, at least a month or two ago, and I'm finally getting around to it. After you have a huge hospital stay and you're still in recovery at home, you just don't really feel like making a video every single day. That's a lot of work. I did it for over 5 years. I was able to post a video every day. But now, I'm shooting for 2 to 3 a week. So anyway, enough of that. The knife is from Heretic Knives, as I said. It's 4.5 inches closed and 7 5/8 overall with a 3.19 inch blade, which, if you followed my channel, is kind of a small blade for me. I'm in that 3.5 to 4+ inch range knives that I own and collect and am drawn towards. However, this feels so good in the hand, and the blade seems long enough to do most anything I needed to do. I would be perfectly fine with this. It has that slight recurve, which I love. Has the Tanto blade, which I love. It's out of Magna Cut, which I think is cool. Aluminum handles. Weighs in at 4.8 ounces. Although I think on the website it said 4 ounces. Now that I'm thinking about it. But that doesn't matter. Where was I? Blade, 3.19. The edge is 3.07. 0.016 behind the edge. 0.202 of blade thickness. The overall thickness is 0.631, excluding the clip. It has that ball bearing, that Beg Knives Beg Ball clip, which is one of the best clips out in the world. It will slide in and out of pretty much any pocket. And the beauty of it is it will work in suit pant pocket as well as thick jeans, Carhartts, Dickies, 511 Tactical. It will work just the same in your suit or your Carhartts that you're going to work in the car or the field in. So that's what I love about this particular style of blade. It does have some spring to it, so it allows it to work in multiple different thicknesses of pants. This is some 3M grip tape, like old school skateboard tape, sort of. It's a little different texture than my old skateboards back in the day, but similar thing. I just think the finish, it's a cool knife. If this was all black, if it was just DLC blacked all across, if it had a black handle and just a tumbled blade, it would be a cool knife. The finish on this, however, just takes it to an absolutely stunning and different, as I said, trippy level. And I love it. Now, I say all of that, and I also say that green would be my preferred color. But this also goes into the category of, for me, it's a really cool knife that I would love to own for about 5 minutes. And let me explain that. Like, I'll just do a couple of quick size comparisons here while I chat about that. This is the Spyderco Delica and the Kubi KB237. And what I mean by I would love to own one of these for a little while is, well, I don't know. I might carry this one more than I think just because of its trippiness. I'm not a huge auto fan, whether it's a side opener or an OTF. So that kind of detracts for me because I can't really close it now. Like, you could try as hard as you want. You're not going to be able to overcome that spring and flip it closed to where it's going to lock. So that to me is just a negative. Sure, you can unlock it. You can put it on your leg and you can close it one-handed, right? But to me, that takes away from its usability and functionality in the real world. Again, for me. And I put it kind of in the same category as the Arius. And I'm having a brain fart as to who makes that. Whatever. I've owned those. And I want to own those because the action is great. It's flippity, it's flipper, it's fidgety, clickety clackities and all that good stuff. But I get bored with it after about 10 minutes and I never really carried mine. And, it was kind of a hype knife to have. Same with the Holt Spectre. I wanted one for a very long time. I got one and then I was like, and then I sold it. So there's been several knives like that for me. And I think this is in that category. I probably wouldn't sell one of these because of the finish and the trippiness of it. I'd probably keep it, but I probably wouldn't carry it often. So for the $400, $500 that these are going for, I don't know what they're going for in the secondary market. I think these were like $450 new, and I'm pretty sure they're all sold out. So if you were to find one on the secondary market, you're in that 400, maybe 500, maybe somebody wants to give you a deal. Somebody wants to make money, whatever, right? You're in that range. I don't know that I would sell it, and I'm certainly not going to rush out and buy one. But if somebody's got a green one that they're bored to hell with and they want to make a screaming deal or send me a get well gift, that works. We can chat about that. Oh, man. But Guri, thanks for letting me check one of these out in person. This is the first one I've seen in person, and I've really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And I don't say that often, so I don't know why that rambled off right now, but at least give me a comment. All right, thanks, guys. Guri, this will get back to you at some point. I think I'm looking under the table, 3 or 4 more knives of yours to ship or to film before I ship. And then I'm going to send Guri some stuff that's going to blow his mind, because that's the kind of guy I am. I got 4 or 5 full dress custom things I'm going to send him that I will end up overnighting early AM delivery because I don't want that much money sitting in a box going through ground UPS for 2-3 days. So he's got some cool stuff coming to him to check out just because he's a cool guy and is a super big supporter of the channel. So there you go. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you very, very much.